been implementing cooperative learning in your classroom? How many? Yes or no?
Again, teacher, again.
Okay, how many people have ever experienced apply cooperative learning in your own classroom in here?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay. So how can you arrange the classroom for cooperative learning? Can you share briefly? Yeah.
Excuse me.
Whether you can hear me
Can
clearly?
Teacher, cooperative learning, you refer to the teaching strategy with the student in different level of ability.
Yeah, it might be something there.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Yeah. Have you ever applied it? Okay, so who can share about how to form?
Is it like a group discussion, teacher, right?
Pardon?
Is it
Excuse me.
like group discussion?
Yeah, it's not so far from that part, but okay, it might have something more special than that one.
I experience assign my students to work in group and let them discuss um, a topic or some question in the lessons. Sometimes I let them count the number and classify them into groups following the number they count. And sometimes I assign them following the one who are sitting next to each other. And after discussion, I get some student or one of them, one among the group members, to present the answer or come and write down the answer on the board.
Okay, that's it. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
but I think like the technique applying at state school, it doesn't work well. Doesn't work well. Uh, there are many problems facing during applying that technique. The first one, um, I mean, the desk. The desk in the class are not quite suitable to move.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the student at the state school as well, they are not familiar with working in group.
Okay.
And yeah, and they find it hard to move from one place to another place. Sometimes they feel very terrible to talk.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, seems like your internet is not stable here, or my side is not stable. Mr. Batia?
Yeah, it's better. I can hear you clearly.
Okay, okay. Okay, good, thank you.
Yep.
Teacher, can I share?
Yeah, come on, come on.
To me, I think that I used to apply this one in my classroom. Especially, I ask my student to work in group. And normally, as you know, that in the club, we always have the fast learner and the slow learner. So that's why when I form them into the group, I will ask the slow learner and the fast learner to work together. So in this case, I just want the fast learner in order to help the slow learner to learn, and they can share and listen and help each other. And then I will ask the slow learner to come and report or write something or the answer on the board. Because I know that the fast learner, they will know everything about the answer. So I give the chance to have the slow learner to be and uh, brave and confident to be on the board and present or write the answer. And one more thing, I ask my student to do the outdoor activity. It seems like the survey. I ask them to make the question and go to other class in order to ask the other student about the question that they had already written down. And after they come back, they need time, maybe a few minutes, in order to prepare and then come to report what they had already done. So that's all, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Any other sharing or no more? Okay, what Mr. Wuti have resting. Okay, you can see some problem there. I still remember one thing as well. It just remind me. You can say like remind me. Maybe when I was in grade 8 or grade 9, I'm not sure. Maybe some part there. So my teacher there, my former teacher at the public school, we can say, should try to form the table. We can say to use the table like let the student to sit and just sit to work in group. Okay, all the time. But actually, what we are doing, we still do the thing individually. We still did not have a chance to discuss. We did not have a chance to do any activity, but just copying the question, copying the explanation as well as the answer from the board into the textbook as well. So that is the thing that something that they we can say like at that part maybe the some guideline from the ministry that as a teacher to do that, but in reality no, we just sit and work in group, but we have never have a chance to discuss or do any activity with that part. Okay, in terms of table, like you mentioned, it's just a bit hard to move. We had the other part that we are not prefer to discuss or work in group. Yeah, so we just sit. Thank you for sharing this. And good, like Mr. Supriyanjan mentioned, like just form them to work in group with a specific technique, right? Okay, and then let them have a chat. Okay, and one more thing, do you think cooperative learning should be okay? For how long should be it apply or it form to the student to work in group in here? It should be appropriate or good enough for cooperative learning uh, pass in here. So for how long that you think it just should be worthwhile for cooperative learning? Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. So yeah, maybe something here, and I can move to the next one. And nearly time's up as well. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you for listening. Okay. But you still can clarify after this. Okay. Let's move to question number 9. How should group be ended? All right. So number 1, okay, group mates can write letter or reference. Yeah, it can be something thanksgiving letter or the other achievement that they can help that is so far together. Yeah, to be given to the members of the person new group. Yeah, yeah, it's just something that yeah, share about some references for the other part that we can say what they have done so far together, if possible, right? But normally we can say, okay, if possible, just something that they can reflect and they can do something together well. That part that they can have such a reflective thinking regarding to what they have done there. It's also great. Okay, our group can end with a statement by learners and the teacher, not only about the content learned, but also about the learning process. Yeah. So something there you can say just focus on not about the lesson, but the other thing about the process that they can help each other and learn. Yeah, just telling them what are the process, what are the progress you can say. Yeah, the lesson that bring to the class is just one way. If you just read and explain with the presentation, one way. But if they also can apply it for discussing, for letting consensus with the answer, that's just the other part that they can learn more, even much more than the textbook there. Yeah. And number 3, group products can be posted or published. This add a sense of achievement and give credibility to the group works. Yeah, if you just ask them to design the poster, yeah, it might be place it on the classroom wall or some part of the building or the school that can show them about what they have done so far. All right. Okay, they're really proud of their work, even though it's just a perfect one, excellent one, or just something some level of quality, but what they have done so far together. Okay, so group picture can be taken. You can say like, yeah, normally selfie right now. If the school allow the student to get a smartphone, maybe right, or maybe the teacher, him or herself, can take the picture for the group. Okay, with their products. It's just one way that it can be share them with some memory. Yeah, they can learn. Yeah. Like some project of the ministry that they have done so far. Like recently, we just have finished like the debate group there. It's just something that the people can learn. They can build up their personality there. Just something. Any question about this part? Anything you want to ask or add? Add or ask, right?
No, teacher. I think it is an uh, what we can say appropriate or happily when we can end the group with the group picture taken.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So somehow we can say reflective thinking, or also some way that help them to learn. We can say along the way, some people at first don't like the group member, okay, or even don't like the topic that is assigned, okay. But in here, they can express, okay. The other part we can say the benefit for not only for for the student, but the teacher themselves as well. All right, that they have a chance to learn about what should they apply for the next group activity, okay, and so on. That is something benefit. Okay, if you can do so. Okay, so we just move to one last question. Okay, what percentage of the time, okay, should cooperative learning be used? Okay, so this part number one, no one suggests that the class be organized in cooperative learning all the time. Yes, not all the time in here. Not group work. Every time it's just group work. Okay. Interact with colleagues for supporting support. Okay, support and ideas, right? So in some part you can learning, or if possible, we can say by asking the one that you used to apply, or have been applying. We can say have been applying the part. You can go and observe, and then you can come up with some idea to apply in your own classroom as well. So I still like the idea of classroom observation by using only simple thing that the school director or even the person in charge of the department, they may come up with some checklist, and by scheduling the time that the teacher can go and observe the collection here one another. The purpose just to go and find two great things that the teacher has done in the class, and 2 points to be improved in the class with 1 or 2 suggestion statement. Only 6 lines that they can share. And after they have observed so far, they need to come together and discuss about what are the greatest point or strong point that they have done in the class, and as well as the point to be improved. And then tell and explain them about why do you think so, and just they have a chance to elaborate or even to hear more a reflection from the teacher who has been touched and has been observed so far, that they may explain more why they apply like that, and what do or what did they think regarding to what they have applied so far. So this thing about the way that they can interact and learn from one another. Since what we have read from the teaching textbook, it's some idea, but when we bring it and apply in our school or our class, it might not really effective there. Since we can some procedure, some part they put until age, but in Cambodia context or location, maybe it just can be applied only for example, right? So need to be flexible. So observing some part can help us learn more from our peers, our colleagues that he or she has applied so far, right? Something. Okay, making cooperation a content seems have student tune in okay, into, right? Together, right? Into working together. Okay, so yeah, just try to find something that really appropriate and let them work well together there, and discuss with a student the whys and hows are learning together. Yeah, so don't forget about whys, the reason that why they need to learning keep learning together, and how, what are the process in here. Okay, and at the end, let them reflect. We can see many cooperative learning activity combine a group component with components with other things, in which the teacher demonstrates, and other in which students work alone. Yeah, so something that they can work well together, or they can work alone, and then they come and compare or something in here. So this is just some suggestion solution to this thing. And anything you want to add? Yes? Yes, no, okay.
No,
Are you on the
teacher.
way now? Are you on the way like vulnerable now or just finished?
For me, not yet, teacher.
Okay. Not yet.
For
Okay.
me already,
Okay.
teacher.
Yeah. So you can have lunch with me after this. After we finish the class, we can have lunch. Okay, into this one. Okay, the way that I don't want to share a slide in advance in some part, it just have something error. So normally I just finish after sharing the slide after we finish discussing. Okay, we are human. We normally make mistake. Anything else that you want to add or clarify? I hope
No,
that everyone
teacher.
stay tuned. Okay, so let me move the other one. So in short one, we can say in collaborative classroom, okay, so the effective group member should be from 2 to 4, right? And at the same time, we can say the purpose of a cooperative learning, okay, that we hope that the student have a chance to collaborate, they have a chance to communicate, they clarify, and they may produce something or create something new in a part. So there is the thing that you can apply or let your student to work cooperatively. Okay, but remember this one. We can say not mean every time collaborative work all the time in here, right? Yeah, it's sometimes some part also a boring job. You better let them do that and maybe combine with the other teaching technique or activity, okay, that can help them to feel refreshed as well, right? Okay, so that's it. Anything? Anything to clarify? Any question?
No, teacher.
It seems like okay now, right?
Okay, teacher. Yeah.
Okay, okay.